On the Medical Watch, marijuana and medication.
Medical reporter Dina Baer has a warning.
A new study raises the red flag about cannabinoids interacting with prescription medications. With the renewed legalization of recreational pot and the growing popularity of medical marijuana, Penn State researchers set out to see how that would impact drugs Americans were already taking. They found 57 problems.
The remarkable finding was that we identified 57 drugs that have a narrow therapeutic index.
That means the range of efficacy to toxicity is very narrow, and the presence of cannabinoids, chemicals found in cannabis, could tip the scale to the dark side. One of the biggest concerns, patients taking blood thinners like Coumadin.
It turns out that if someone were on that medication and were suddenly to add a high dose of cannabinoid, no matter what the source, they're at risk for interfering with the metabolism of that Coumadin and have an adverse reaction.
More than 8 million Americans are currently taking blood thinners, and many are older, seeking medical marijuana for pain relief or CBD oil, without knowing the combination could be disastrous.
When the states legalize recreational or they legalize medical marijuana, what's not taken into account is the fact that it may interfere with prescription drugs. There are a number of drugs that are cardiac related, some antibiotics, and interestingly enough, an anesthetic called propofol.
Anesthesiologists notice the interaction in surgical patients.
Folks that are heavy users of recreational marijuana, for instance, take more propofol to sedate for surgery.
The list is lengthy, including blood pressure, depression, birth control, thyroid, and cancer medications. Offering guidance, Penn State researchers say patients taking dozens of drugs should be closely monitored if they use cannabinoids. The biggest problem, doctors don't know when they make medication decisions.
People don't disclose whether it's because they're using an illicit recreational marijuana or, as you say, CBD oil that they can get over the counter or medical marijuana. They don't think of that as a medication necessarily. And I don't want to paint it that it's necessarily a bad thing. It's just something that we need to monitor and be careful about. They are very bioactive, very powerful.
The very biological properties that give medical marijuana power also diminish or enhance the effects of other drugs, much like a drug-to-drug interaction. But even CBD can cause an issue.
We've shown that all CBD oils are not created equal. And so the FDA, for instance, just had to recall a CBD oil preparation that had too much lead in it. So I would caution people against using over-the-counter CBD oil, for instance. And if they are using, whether it's CBD oil or recreational marijuana, just disclose that to your doctor so that they can plan how they're going to treat you with other medications.
The researchers say they plan to routinely update and add to the drug interaction list as newer medications are approved. Back to you.